Re-sign Falele. As it stands, the Ravens have 7 free agents left right now. You got 2 receivers, DeAndre Hopkins and Tylan Wallace. You got 2 O-linemen, Daniel Falele and Joseph Noteboom. And then you have 2 defensive linemen, Brent Urban and Taven Bryan, and then also 1 outside linebacker in Kyle Van Noy. Now, personally, I would re-sign Daniel Falele. Just kidding. I always say it's a joke. He's done. It's over. That era is over. On a real note, I'd like to see Tylan Wallace return. I feel like he's a good special teamer, a good blocker, and he brings depth to that room. I'd also like to see Brent Urban come back if it's really a cheap deal, because he's a veteran. He kind of fills that room out. Veteran presence, been a Raven forever. Had this first stint, and then now he's back here again. So I'd like to see him come back on a cheap deal. But I mean, honestly, D-Hop, if you can get him for a cheap price, sure, but he is an older receiver who's underutilized. Joseph Noteboom, don't really care. He's he can't pull whatsoever. Falele, like I said, obviously done. That's over. Van Noy, personally too old. Like, I feel like he's just, you don't want to re-sign him now. He's kind of past the hill, unless super cheap veteran deal. See how it works out. And also Taven Bryan, not really big enough impact player to consider. So I think overall you bring back Tylan Wallace and maybe Brent Urban on a really super cheap deal, or Kyle Van Noy. Out of the 7 guys though, who would you like to see come back? And I know it's not Daniel Falele.